Here at ExtraMile Arena, we talked about pace of play. What else might you identify as keys tonight?
Well, I think establishing inside presence. The Broncos on their wins, they've established Milad and Armouche inside with some buckets. When you do that, that opens up your three-pointers as well because you have to worry about, are they going to score inside? Do we have to double team them? Anything the Broncos can do to get some more open, easier three-point shots with this team, I think will be really helpful, and establishing Armouche inside will go a long way for that.
And you never know what to expect from a crowd standpoint on the day after Thanksgiving. Looks like they're starting to fill up, maybe a late arriving crowd.
Yeah,
see what kind of atmosphere
I think it's a decent crowd the day after Thanksgiving, and what's one of the bummers about the college basketball season is that it goes through so many holidays, so the students aren't here.
Right.
Great student turnout against Utah Valley in the first game. Not so much today, but that's to be expected with the Thanksgiving Day break.
All right, it'll be Justin McCall tipping up against Milad Armouche for Boise State. And we're just about ready to go from ExtraMile Arena. And the opening tap is controlled by the Broncos. Abu Kijab will hand it off to the point forward, Manuel Laycott. Dutrieve on the left wing. Top of the key, it is Kijab. Now Armouche high post. Laycott with the dribble. Back out, this is Dutrieve. Shot clock at 11. Shaver on the left side. Finds an open man, Kijab from the corner. Three-point shot is no good, rebounded by the Roadrunners.
That was a good look. Penetration, Get the ball to the paint, and then kick out for a three. It was a good look for Kijab. Didn't go in.
Sort of dual point guards here for the Roadrunners. Sean Williams and Caleb Higgins, both in the lineup together. That's not always the case. Ball out of bounds off of the Roadrunners, and it'll be Boise State ball.
And the ball handling from the Roadrunners just not there. But we can see Bakersfield in a press to start, man-to-man press. First pressure of the game.
Laycott brings it up against that press. No problems really. Kind of a token pressure at that point. Shaver with the ball for Boise State between the rings. Drives in. Finds Kijab in the corner again. Again, no good for Kijab from the three ball from the corner. Couldn't quite nail it, but it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Broncos.
You can't ask for two better looks. I mean, Marcus Shaver's doing a great job getting in the paint, collapsing the defense, and kicking out to an open shooter. Kijab's had two looks, hasn't been able to hit.
Yeah, just 22% on the season from three coming into the game, so those two misses won't help his percentage there. Just about a minute in here at ExtraMile Arena. No score as yet. Laycott triggers for Boise State. Off to Dutrieve, slashes in. Shot's no good. Rebound fought for and now controlled by Dutrieve. Out to Kijab. Armouche trying to get position down low. Kijab on the drive. Finishes and draws the foul.
There's no better way to get yourself going shooting the ball than to create something off the dribble and get yourself to the line. Kijab missed his two open shots from three, caught it at the three-point line, drove into the paint, got the bump and the bucket. I think one thing that's overlooked too is Armouche isn't going to get credit for a rebound, but he got a hand on that ball to keep it alive that led to that second chance opportunity for the Broncos.
Kijab just a 50% free throw shooter on the season, but he gets that one to roll.
And the Broncos in a press after that first made bucket.
Giving the Roadrunners a little taste of their own medicine. McCall hands it off to Justin Edler-Davis. And now Williams will set it up for the Roadrunners. Off to Higgins. Works around a screen from Stith. Higgins, jumper on the way good from about 10 feet away.
Well, what a big screen by Stith. If you're 6'8", 265, you're taking up some space to get your guy open.
Broad shoulders on that young man. He and Armouche will do battle much of the night. Here is Shaver for Boise State, lost the handle. And the Roadrunners will bring it up, not at too fast a clip. See if they go to the high pick and roll here. They do. Stith sets the screen. Higgins off to Sean Williams. Williams driving in, finds a man in the corner. Good ball movement from the Roadrunners. Higgins drives in. Bounce pass. Off to Edler-Davis. Back to Higgins. Shot clock is at 5. Higgins, long range shot is no good. Trying to beat the shot clock and took about a 25-footer.
Great defensive possession for the Broncos right there.
Yep, and good rebound by Boise State. Broncos lead at 3-2 in the early going. Armouche hands it off to Laycott. Laycott driving on his man. Lost it momentarily. Give it to Armouche on the left block, trying to back his man in. Armouche, turnaround, shot left-handed, no good. Rebound by Stith.
A lot of body from Stith on that one. Armouche spun to the baseline. Took a body check from Stith, no call.
Williams will set it up now for Bakersfield. Works around the screen from Stith. Finds Edler Davis from the top of the key. His jumper is on the way and good. Kejab, or rather Acott, will bring it up for Boise State. Off to Kejab now, and now here's Dutrieve on the left wing. As you talked about, he's a great one-on-one player. Quick first step, trying to get that there. He'll rise and fire from the free throw line. No good. Rebound Armouche, though. And the Broncos will get another reset on the shot clock. Here is Acott spinning, fading away. Shot no good. Broncos having trouble finding the range early on.
Yeah, and taking some tough shots. Acott could have had that first one, just a jumper in the paint, but decided to shot fake a couple times and made it a little more difficult than it should have been. 4-3, Roadrunners with the lead.
Sean Williams, the 6'3" transfer from Kansas State, calls out the play. Half court, again, it's the high screen and roll. Now on the wing, it is McCall. Back out to Williams. He'll fire, and good from three-point range. 7-3. Roadrunners of Bakersfield up on Boise State.
Williams, pretty good shooter from three, 40% on the year, and hit that one. That was pretty deep.
Acott for Boise State now. Off to Armouche. Shaver from three-point range. That's no good. Rebounded by Stith for Bakersfield.
Boise State still trying to find the range. 0 for 3 from behind the arc.
Again, it's Williams calling the play out for Bakersfield. Lots of instructions from the veteran head coach Rod Barnes. On the screen and roll this time, the pass goes to Stith. It was the screener. He missed the 10-footer. Rebounded by Boise State. Comes Kejab. Kejab into the paint. Shots up and bounces out. No good.
This game right now so far kind of reminds me of the Irvine game. That you get some good looks, but it's about every other possession is a quality possession. You had a couple good ones at the beginning. The last 3 or 4 have not been too good for the Broncos.
And I don't think it's been pace or tempo from the Roadrunners that's been the problem. Here is Higgins into the paint, and he traveled. We'll head to the first media timeout. Roadrunners Bakersfield leading Boise State by a score of 7-3 with 14:43 to play here in the first at ExtraMile Arena. This is the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield. Jackson with you. Broncos trailing in the early going 7-3 against Bakersfield. Double R Ranch is an exceptional quality premium beef brand from the heart of the Northwest and a proud partner of the Boise State Broncos. Whether you're watching Double R Vision at ExtraMile Arena or grilling a premium steak at home, we're proud to be part of the game day experience. The Broncos scored first, 7-0 run, Roadrunner since then.
Yeah, the Broncos haven't scored in the last 4 minutes and 3 seconds after a 3-point play by Kejab. That's it.
Broncos with the ball. Smith into the lineup for Boise State along with Kuzmanovic. Kuzmanovic fires from long range. It's no good. Najee Smith pulls down the rebound. Kuzmanovic got it back. Thought about another three. Doesn't pull the trigger. On the other side, it is Dutrieve knocking down the three. That's the Mountain America three-pointer. Mountain America Credit Union guiding you forward.
Big shot by Dutrieve, and let's give some credit to Najee Smith. Offensive rebound creates that second possession.
Williams still in the game for the Roadrunners. They've made a couple of substitutions. Haven't seen the hockey line change yet. There is a travel from number 13, Dolph Panipio, out of Rome, Italy.
And the second travel from the Roadrunners. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize. Had a nice shot from Dutrieve from 3 on that last possession.
Milner into the game for Boise State as well. So almost wholesale changes for the Broncos. Here is Shaver driving in. Scooper is no good. Rebounded by the Roadrunners. Pulled down by Antavian Cullum. In a hurry now comes Bakersfield. Now Williams will set it up in the half court. Bakersfield leading 7-6. Williams again on the drive. Double team. Stolen by Najee Smith. And here he comes. At a gallop, takes it all the way to the basket. Missed it too hard off the backboard. And the Roadrunners come immediately back the other way. Sean Williams blocked by Milner. And down at the other end, it'll be Dutrieve for the easy two-hand dunk.
Boy, that was up and down right there, and looks like we have a timeout from Bakersfield, a 30-second timeout. But a nice block by Milner and a great outlet to Dutrieve, who was kind of cherry picking.
Save time every time when you use online check-in for a great haircut at Great Clips, proud partner of the Boise State Broncos. Download the app or check in online at greatclips.com. Great Clips, it's going to be great. So Rod Barnes calls the quick timeout. The pace finally got to what you would think. Bakersfield wants it, but it was Boise State capitalizing.
Well, and it's been the defense for Boise State. They created a couple travels a few possessions ago for turnovers, and then they got a block shot by Milner that led to an easy dunk for Dutrieve. Those transition buckets are something that can really stretch a lead. See if the Broncos can get a few more stops and get some easy buckets.
13:03 to play first half. Broncos back out in front, 8-7.
The Broncos have turned over Bakersfield 4 times, which has led to 6 points. Only 1 turnover for the Broncos. No points off turnovers for Cal State Bakersfield. That defense for the Broncos is showing up again.
Travis Henson is a 6'6", 195-pounder, is into the game for Bakersfield, along with Colum, who we told you about, Pinopio. Higgins still out there. And Cameron Smith has checked in as well. So almost wholesale changes there. Half-court offense now from Bakersfield. Shot clock at 15. Higgins will reset it, watched by Shaver. Good double team there by Milner. Shot clock at 5. Here's Higgins rising from the free throw line, and that shot is good.
9-8 Bakersfield lead after that jumper, but really good defense, just a nice offensive shot.
There's a quick cut to the basket from Shaver. Didn't have the shot, kicks it out. Dutrieve. 3-ball is good.
Nice job by Shaver. That's the first time he's gotten into the paint, and the three-point shot has gone down. Chalk up an assist for Shaver and a 3 for Dutrieve, his second.
Mountain America three-pointer as well. 11-9 Broncos. Shot on the way from Pinopio for Bakersfield, no good. Here's Dutrieve along with Kuzmanovic in a 2-on-1. Kuzmanovic takes it to the basket, lays it up and in, but it's a charge called against Kuzmanovic.
It looked like the Bakersfield player was sliding a little bit when he tried to take that charge in the replay. I don't know if he was set, but they called a charge on Kuzmanovic.
And we go to the media timeout. 11:57 to play here in the first half. Boise State leads it 11-9 on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield. 11:57 to play in the first. Mountain America Credit Union, proud to be the official credit union of the Broncos. Reward yourself with My Style checking from Mountain America. Earn points toward travel, gift cards, events, and more. Details at macu.com/mystyle. Membership required based on eligibility. Here come the Roadrunners out of the break. Feed it down low. Jumper on the way from Henson is good. About a 12-footer.
And that ties it up at 11 with that Henson jumper. And I've been impressed with the mid-range jumpers from Bakersfield. That's about where all their points have come.
Cutting to the basket, Kuzmanovic finds Max Rice open from the corner. The three-pointer will not go. Broncos playing volleyball up on the rim, but finally pulled out of there by Bakersfield.
And Max just struggling this year from 3. Still looking for his first three-pointer of the season, 0 for 6 so far.
And the Broncos as a team just 4 of 16 here in the early going of this game. Bakersfield 5 of 9 rather. Here's Higgins taking the screen from Colum. Gives it back to Colum. Jumper is off the iron, no good. Picked up by Higgins though, and they will reset in the half court.
Only one starter out there for the Broncos right now, and that's Dutrieve.
Kuzmanovic with a defensive chore there on Higgins. Now on the other side, jumper again from Henson. The air balls that one. Inside underneath is McCall for the offensive rebound. Powers it up and draws the foul.
It's the first offensive rebound, I believe, for Bakersfield, and it's going to lead to some free throws. This is exactly what we were talking about the Bronco defense. They're shooting 25%, but their defense is keeping them in the game. They have 16 attempts to only 11 attempts for Bakersfield as that free throw was missed. Still tied at 11. Emmanuel Acott in the game for Devonair Dutrieve. So that's what a good defensive team can do. You don't have to shoot 40% from 3 or 50% from the floor. You can shoot 25% from the floor and 29% from 3 and still have a tie ball game.
Milner got the block, but also the foul, and McCall misses both free throws, so we're still tied at 11. 10.5 to go here in the first half. Acott off to Kuzmanovic. Now Max Rice. Looking down low, trying to find Acott posting. Double team comes. Acott has it on the left wing. Skip pass over to Smith. His jumper is no good, but Milner pulls down the rebound for the Broncos. Kuzmanovic. Bounce pass to Acott at the elbow. Again, it won't fall for Boise State. Foul underneath is called against Bakersfield. Najee Smith was down there for Boise State.
And McCall picks up the foul for Bakersfield, and I believe that's going to be his second one.
Only 2 team fouls against each team.
And both the Bakersfield fouls are on McCall.
Acott will trigger underneath the basket for Boise State. Lobs it into Armouche, who came in at that play stoppage, and now a travel called against Acott, who got it back on the handoff from Smith.
Yeah, Acott caught the ball and looked like he just took a step before the ball went down. Got him for the travel. That's the 3rd turnover for Boise State.
With zero sugar and now even more delicious, the new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Grab one at the concession stand now and find out for yourself. There's Bakersfield in the half court, double team by the Broncos. Give it off to Henson, another jumper on the way from him. No good, out of bounds. Nope, saved by Max Rice. And here come the Broncos. Acott off to Smith. Works around a bit of a screen from Armouche. Acott to Rice. Now Armouche between the circles. Kuzmanovic will fire from 3. Good! That's the Mountain America three-pointer. Mountain America Credit Union guiding you forward.
Well, if you can't make threes off the pass, you might as well pull up and make them off the dribble. Great shot by Kuzmanovic, and a timeout from Bakersfield. Having trouble getting the ball in. Kuzmanovic with the three-pointer and with a nice deny there to have the Roadrunners take a timeout.
And it was a tough shot by Kuzmanovic.
It was on-ball screen, pulls up, knocks down the three-pointer.
Well, the Broncos, despite, as we talked about, not shooting particularly well from the floor, 5 of 19, holding on to a 14-11 lead, and that's the sort of new-look Bronco team that we've seen so far this year.
Yeah, so you've got 19 attempts compared to 12. So where do those come from? Where you've turned over the Roadrunners 4 times, and you've gotten 6 points off second chance points. So if you're not shooting the ball well, you can give yourself more opportunities, because if your percentage isn't up there, you need more attempts. And that's what the Broncos are doing as they're up 14-11.
And the Broncos with some full court pressure coming out of the timeout. Kuzmanovic on Higgins. Knocks it away from Higgins, but it will stay Bakersfield ball.
Kuzmanovic is getting after Higgins right now.
Higgins is quick.
Sometimes when you knock down a three-pointer, you get a little extra energy.
Higgins only 5'10", but extremely quick. Kuzmanovic at 6'5", has the defensive chore there. Right in front of us, it'll be Travis Henson inbounding to Higgins. Williams now as the 2-point guard setup is in play again for Bakersfield. Here's Higgins. Dribble. Tough shot from the top of the key. Well, about the free throw line. Knocked it down again.
That is a tough shot. Higgins, that's his second one from about the exact same plays. That one was highly challenged. He knocked it down. 14-13 Broncos.
Yeah, only 5'10", but gets a lot of elevation on that shot. Here's Kejab for Boise State. Lobs it into Armouche down low. Got great position. Kicks it out to Kuzmanovic. 3 on the way. Good.
Great inside, outside. Armouche was point blank, but he got double teamed. And when you're double teamed, kick it out to an open shooter. Kuzmanovic, back-to-back threes for the Broncos, up 17-13.
Here is Williams for Bakersfield. Handed off to Smith out top of the key. Kejab all over him. Broncos again getting down and dirty defensively, doing a great job. Higgins on the drive. Running shot is no good. Rebound controlled by Bakersfield, though. Henson had it. Now they'll reset in the half court, back out to Higgins.
And hopefully this doesn't bite you. You hate to give up offensive rebounds, especially when you make them take such a tough shot.
Higgins very quick to the ball. Nice feed into Stith. Ball spins around and does not fall. Broncos dodge the bullet there. Here's Acott in a hurry for Boise State the other way. Kuzmanovic again steps into a 3-ball. That one is just short off the front rim.
Boy, that one had to look really good off his hand. As a shooter, if you miss perfectly short or long, you think they're going in because it just looks straight off your hand.
17-13, Broncos lead it, 7.5 to go in the first half. Williams for the Roadrunners. And they're stiff on the pick and roll again, kick it out. Corner jumper, three ball is good by Henson, Travis Henson, the 6'6", 195-pound junior college transfer out of Angelino College in Texas.
Seeing both the big guys for each team kicking them out for threes. Broncos up 17-13.
Surprised to see Armouche kick out that last one. He seemed to have really good position down low. 7 minutes to play in the first half, 17-16. The Broncos lead the Roadrunners of Bakersfield. We'll be right back at Extra Mile Arena in a moment here on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield. And the Broncos holding a 1-point lead, 7-minute mark of the first half of action. Pacific Source Health Plans, a proud sponsor of the Bronco Bold Mental Health Initiative. When it comes to emotional wellness, Pacific Source invites you to join the conversation and stop the stigma. Pacific Source Health Plans, putting members first since 1933.
7 minutes left in the first half, 17-16 Broncos. Boise State not shooting the ball too well, 29% from the floor, 6 out of 21, 36% from three, 4 out of 11. The Roadrunners are 44% from the floor and 2 out of 3 from behind the arc.
And the Broncos with the basketball in the 1-point lead. Here's Shaver back in for Boise State. Finds Kejab, or rather it's Dutrieve on the slash. Now back out to Acott. Armouche high post. Kejab. Shot clock is at 1, and Armouche got the shot up. No, he didn't. Did not get it off in time.
Boy, and out of a timeout, you got to know what the shot clock's going to do, and I don't think anyone on the court realized that the shot clock was going down. The bench was yelling for them to shoot it, but no one on the court.
Here comes Bakersfield now. In the corner, it's Henson again. Left-hander on the way, no good. Rebound tipped out and controlled by Bakersfield. Williams driving in. Finds a man, it's Collum. Collum puts it up, partially blocked, I think, by Armouche, but then the offensive rebound put up and in by Bakersfield.
Yeah, there's not a lot of times where you give up 2 offensive rebounds and you come away with no points. Bakersfield on their second one got a bucket.
And the lead again, 18-17, Bakersfield leading the Broncos. Kejab driving baseline for Boise State, shut off there. Good defense by the Roadrunners. Kejab with a bounce pass, well, of a kick ball here. He was trying to go cross court.
Reset to 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Saw Armouche talking to one of the officials during the last timeout. Not quite sure what that was about.
Yeah, probably just getting a little physical inside. I'm sure he doesn't mind that, but but there's some things that happen on the court that you feel like maybe a ref missed, and you just want to point out to him, hey, this is what's happening to me, and if you could keep an eye on it.
Lob into Dutrieve, and now Shaver in the corner. Couldn't quite get the shot away. Now Shaver on the drive. The runner is no good. Armouche got a hand on the rebound, but it's pulled out of there by Bakersfield.
Shaver's doing a nice job of getting in the paint. He's had 3 nice kickouts at the three-point line, and that one got all the way to the hoop, just didn't finish.
Bakersfield leading the rebound battle, 14-12 at this point. Williams shot no good for Bakersfield, and falls out of bounds. It'll be Bronco ball here, I believe.
When Bakersfield must see something on the glass because they have been crashing really hard in about the last 3 minutes. They've come up with some extra second chance points off offensive rebounds. Offensive rebounds are tied 5-5, but it wasn't just a couple minutes ago where it was about 5-1 that the Broncos had the edge in that category.
Acott will bring it up for Boise State. Across the timeline. 5:25 play first half. Broncos down 1. Here's Acott all the way to the basket, lays it up and in.
Great move by Acott. Nice screen from Armouche to get him open, and Acott so good handling the ball, and this big body lets him finish inside. 19-18 Broncos.
Acott's been the Broncos' best three-point shooter on the season. He hasn't been able to work free from the perimeter yet tonight. Higgins for Bakersfield, working around a screen from Collum. Ball on a string, drives in, the scoop with the left hand, no good. Rebounded by Armouche, and he is fouled immediately.
Nice, strong rebound by Armouche, and Collum just came up and gave him an underhook on one of his arms to pick up that foul.
Dutrieve leads Boise State in scoring with 8 on the game. Higgins leads Bakersfield with 6 at this juncture. Acott walks it up for Boise State, off to Kejab. Dutrieve left wing. Armouche high posting. Armouche on the drive, powers it up with the left hand, no good. Got his own rebound underneath, goes up strong again, had it knocked away from him. He is triple teamed down low and finally gets the whistle. Maybe that's what he was talking to the official about.
Boy, he was working hard for that one there. Took some body bumps on the first 2 shots. No fouls called. He sticks with it. Gets the ball. I think they're calling it on the ground as a reach in. Yep. Which will be team foul number 4 for the Roadrunners. Only 2 team fouls on the Broncos, so no team even close to getting in the bonus.
A lot of times when you get one of these defensive-minded teams like Bakersfield, and Boise State is too for that matter, you do get a lot of whistles and stoppages, but not so much thus far. Here's Acott for Boise State. Off to Shaver. Shaver on the drive. Kicks it back to Acott. 9 on the shot clock. Acott beats his man. Finds Shaver for the 3. 3 on the way. High off the iron, no good. A whistle and a foul underneath as they battle for the rebound. Collum and Armouche again battling, and looks like it's going to go on Collum, so Armouche having his way a little bit in the physical game down low.
Well, there's so many rebounds that Armouche doesn't get, but his aggression on the boards keeps the possession alive for the Broncos. We saw him tip one out that led to the Broncos' first 3-pointer. He won't get charged with a rebound for that. Kept that one alive right there. He's another possession for the Broncos. Let's see if they can capitalize on Armouche's hard work.
Dutry with the ball for Boise State. Off to Shaver in the corner. Works around the Armouche screen. Now Dutry for 3. In and out, no good. That one, again, looked good all the way.
Just
and then
rattled.
Just rattled out. Next stoppage in play will bring us to the under 4 timeout. Boise State up by 1, 19-18.
When as much as we talked about Bakersfield doing all the substitution, Boise State's been going to the bench a lot more than the Roadrunners have.
Here's McCall on a drive. Henson down low finds Stith. Stith backing in on Armouche. A couple of wide bodies there. Shot blocked by Acott, and that'll be a shot clock violation. And that'll lead us to a timeout as well. 3:29 to play in the first half. Boise State 19, Bakersfield 18 from ExtraMile Arena here on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield. 19-18 Broncos, the 1-point lead. Neither team has led by more than 4 in this game so far. Mountain Land Supply is now in Nampa. Get your plumbing, HVAC, waterworks, landscaping, agricultural pump, drilling tools, and safety supply for your next project at 1428 Madison Avenue, Building 6, or go online to mountainlandsupply.com. Broncos with the ball and the 1-point lead. Here's Kuzmanovic on a drive. Pass knocked away and controlled by Bakersfield. And they throw it away. Right to the head coach, Rob Barnes. So, I don't want that.
It's back-to-back turnovers by each team. We're pretty much where we started. They're resetting the shot clock to 20.
But it should have been a change of possession. Yep.
I believe that Bakersfield had possession of that.
Yep, I thought so too. Milner into the game for Boise State now. In place of Armouche. Here's Shaver working around the screen from Milner. A double team. Milner open underneath, and the shot partially blocked. Here's Kuzmanovic on the drive. Shot clock at 2. Smith will pass it up. Again, not great awareness in terms of the shot clock.
Yeah, Milner got crushed inside. The ball might have gotten stripped, but the secondary player came over and just completely bodied up into him. They're letting a lot of stuff go. I guess there is a reason why there's only 5 fouls on Bakersfield and 2 on the Broncos. They're letting a lot of contact go.
Yep. Smith had the opportunity to get a shot up, but didn't realize the shot clock was winding down and tried to make a pass to an open teammate. 19-18 Broncos, 2:36 to go in the first half. Bakersfield on the attack. Here's Henson. He fires it over in our general direction. That'll be another turnover on Bakersfield.
7th turnover for Bakersfield. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize. They had 6 early points off turnovers from Bakersfield, but then have gone a little quiet in that department. Here's another chance.
Acott brings it up for Boise State out there along with Smith, Kuzmanovic, Shaver, and Milner. There's Milner at the high post. Kuzmanovic tries to beat his man and draws some contact there. Henson will get the foul. Henson's claiming that Kuzmanovic might have had a stray elbow up around the face. Idaho Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to support Boise State athletics. Visit IdahoFarmBureauInsurance.com and learn how you can become part of the Farm Bureau Insurance family. Idaho Farm Bureau Insurance, protecting what matters most.
Tyson Degenhardt in the game for the first time tonight. Some big shots against Ole Miss in that last game in the Charleston Classic from the freshman.
Acott bounce pass to Degenhardt. Back to Acott. Back to Degenhardt. He's open for three, fires, and it will not go. Rebounded by the Roadrunners.
And he knew that one was off right when it left his hand. It was one of those where you shoot and you just follow immediately because you know you might have to get a rebound.
Yeah, Broncos 4 of 13 from three in the game. Smith driving and shooting, up and good. Cameron Smith will give Bakersfield the lead with 1:42 to play in the first half.
Broncos still not able to find the range. 0 out of their last 5, 1 out of their last 8.
There's Shaver picked up his dribble, now finds help from Kuzmanovic. Acott, little jab step, but good defense again by the Roadrunners. Smith open for three. That's off the iron, no good. Ball is loose on the floor, tracked down by Bakersfield. Thought they would push the tempo, but they did not. They've been more of a half-court team offensively than I thought they might be.
The Broncos just can't find anything from behind the arc. 4 out of 15, and I would say it's not really the right guys taking the shots. I mean, Kejab, he's in the 20% on the year. He's taken a few. Najee Smith, he's taken a couple. His percentage isn't that great.
There's Bakersfield, and that'll be a charge on Stith. Degenhardt, the freshman, standing his ground.
20-19, low scoring first half for both these teams, and Boise State's going to use their use it or lose it timeout. Going to be a 30-second timeout. 2019, Roadrunners with the lead, 54.1 left in the first half.
Yeah, and you talked about Boise State substituting. Part of that is just trying to find the right chemistry and combinations.
Yeah, and this game is really reminding me of the Irvine game where the Broncos lost on their first road trip to Cal State Irvine. It was one-on-one. Their defense kept them in the game. The offense never clicked really the entire game. And then at the end, there was about a 1.5 or 2 minute stretch where Irvine found their offense and made about 3 buckets. And that was all it took for them to get the win. Very reminiscent of this game right here.
Don't forget the Mountain America Credit Union halftime show coming up. 54.1 seconds remaining in the first half. Now it's Leon Rice working one of the officials.
I think he's talking about the Milner play where it might have gotten stripped, but in that same motion, he took a huge body shot from a Bakersfield player.
And Armouche has been hacked quite a bit, I think, down low during the course of the game. It's been a very physical game. Give the Roadrunners some credit, though, for playing tough defense and adjusting to how the game is being called. Here's Degenhardt off to Acott for Boise State. Acott on the drive, finds Kuzmanovic, and it goes right through his hands and out of bounds. It'll be Roadrunner ball with 36.1 left in the first half.
And that was going to be a nice play. Acott driving to the baseline. Kuzmanovic cutting off of that drive. It was going to be an open layup, but just right off the hands of Kuzmanovic. Armouche checks back in for Degenhardt for these last 36.1.
Acott will pick up at least token pressure in the backcourt against Higgins. Higgins at 5'10" and Acott at 6'8". Higgins biding his time, letting that shot clock run down. About a 4-second differential here between shot clock and game clock. Higgins waits for it, shot clock at 7. Tries to go around the screen, shot clock at 3. Here's Higgins firing from three-point range. It's no good, tipped up, no good. And a foul, though, coming up against Boise State. Boy, that was a wing and a prayer from out between the circles, but it was the Roadrunners getting the loose ball.
Well, the way that the Roadrunners are crashing the offensive glass, I mean, a missed shot is almost just like a handoff. They've been getting so many offensive rebounds here in this late of this first half, and that one is going to actually be a shot as he tried to catch it and shoot it in the same motion and got fouled.
It'll be Sean Williams going to the line. 57% free throw shooter. He had 15 points and 7 rebounds in their last game against Colorado College. Makes the first free throw here. He's their leading scorer at 11 per game. They lost their leading scorer from last year. A kid named Taze Moore was their leading scorer. He transferred to Houston. He's playing for the Cougars now. 21-19, Bakersfield out in front of Boise State. Waning seconds of this first half. Second free throw is good by Williams. Smith inbounds for Boise State. Here's Acott. Can't find anything going. Across the court to Shaver. Good defense again by Bakersfield as they prevented Boise State from getting that last second shot. So we're halfway through this one. It's Bakersfield 22, Boise State 19. Halftime show coming up from ExtraMile Arena on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield. Welcome back to the Mountain America Credit Union Bronco Halftime Show. Sport your Bronco pride with the Boise State debit card from Mountain America, the official credit union of the Broncos. Details at any Mountain America branch. Membership required based on eligibility. Let's check the first half stats, sponsored by Bud Light, reminding you to enjoy responsibly. Stats will look pretty good if you're a defensive-minded coach.
Oh, but if you like any type of offense, it sure isn't very good. With 19 points for the Broncos, the stats offensively reflect that. They missed their last 6 shots. They were only 1 out of their last 9. They had 3 turnovers in the last 5 minutes and 20 seconds, 4 turnovers in the last 8:39, and they didn't score in the last 5 minutes and 20 seconds of the half. So what does that look like in the numbers? 24% from the floor, 7 of 29, 27% from 3, 4 of 15. The Broncos did make their only free throw attempt. 7 turnovers, which is, I'd say, maybe 1 or 2 high for a half, but not too bad. But they just couldn't knock down any shots. For Cal State Bakersfield, they didn't really do much better. 38% from the floor, 9 of 24, 40% from 3, 2 of 5, and they are 2 of 4 from the line. Total rebounds, 18-16, Cal Bakersfield. Offensive rebounds, 7 for the Broncos that led to 6 points. 5 offensive rebounds that led to 4 points for Cal State Bakersfield. Individually for the Broncos, only Dutrieve, who's kind of close to double digits with 8 points. He leads the Broncos at 3 of 6 shooting. He's 2 of 3 from 3. Kuzmanovic off the bench with 6. He's 2 of 4 in the game. 3 for Kejab, 1 of 4 in the game with that 3-point play that we heard the highlight earlier. And Acott with 2 points. He's a 1 of 3. For Bakersfield, a lot of guys that scored, but no one close to double digits. Higgins with 6, Williams with 5, Henson 5, Elder Davis with 4, and 2 for Smith. Dave, we talked in the pregame how a good defensive game can insulate you from a poor shooting night. That's exactly what is happening here. They're playing good defense, and that's the only reason they're down by 3 points, 22-19. If you go 1 of your last 6 and don't score in the last 5 minutes and 20 seconds and have 3 turnovers in that frame, you really should be down more than just 3.
All right, today's halftime stats brought to you by Bud Light, official sponsor of Bronco Athletics, reminding you to enjoy responsibly. More coming up from ExtraMile Arena in a moment on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield. Along with Abe Jackson, getting ready for second half action. Let's revisit our keys to the game from the beginning, or look ahead to keys to the game for the second half.
Well, the keys was the key to take care of the ball, and for the most part, the Broncos did a good job of that. 7 turnovers, it's not horrible. But when you have over half your attempts from 3, 15 out of your 29 attempts are from 3, I think that's a little bit too one-dimensional. I think that you got to start establishing something inside. Points in the paint, only 6 points for the Broncos in the paint in that second half. And yes, the refs are letting some contact in.
Yeah, there's a lot of collapsing on the part of the Roadrunners.
They're collapsing, and the Broncos are doing a good job of kicking it out. But I feel like the Broncos can run some offense to get some buckets in the paint. That'll make the Roadrunners have to turn their heads, and then you'll have some wide open threes that hopefully the Broncos can go better than 4 out of 15 in the second half.
Yep, looking for that hot hand from 3.
I'll take a warm hand. I'll take a lukewarm hand from 3.
Yep, and the substitution pattern is looking for that hot hand in addition to trying to find the right chemistry.
Definitely.
Same starting 5 for Boise State. Roadrunners start the second half with the basketball. It's Higgins working around on Acott. This will be McCall, rather Edler Thomas. Now here's Stith driving on Armouche. Bounce pass. Into the paint area is Edler Davis. His shot no good, rebounded by Dutrieve. Here come the Broncos, but the Roadrunners get back Good shape defensively.
Nice defensive possession, a high challenge, and then you get that defensive rebound to give yourself the possession.
Key jab. Finds Dutrieve in the corner, 3 on the way. That's off the iron, no good. Still can't find it.
Great look, though. I mean,
Yep.
You can't ask for a better look than that. That's a good offensive possession other than the shot not going down.
Sean Williams. Caleb Higgins, that dual point guard attack for the Roadrunners of Bakersfield. There's Higgins off to Stith. He powers it up and in. Got it by Armouche. Good pass.
Well, and Higgins with the assist among the trees, being under 6 foot himself. Nice pass to Stith, who finished.
24-19 now. Bakersfield up on the Broncos. Lob it into Armouche. Stith is a big body behind him there. Kick it back out to Acott. Acott gives it off to Kejab. Kejab trying to get a shot. Good defense again by the Roadrunners, and Kejab tried to find Armouche and sailed it over his head.
Well, and the defense from Bakersfield is just collapsing inside, and they're not giving Boise State threes, but there have been open looks from threes is because when the ball goes into the paint, the Roadrunners just collapse and aren't giving anything inside, and they created a turnover that time.
Roadrunners have played 10 players to this point in time. Boise State has 9. Williams, pull-up jumper is good for Bakersfield. They take a 26-19 lead. Broncos have been stuck on 19 for quite a while.
They had 19 at the last 5 minutes and 20 seconds of the first half, and now 2 minutes into this half, still at 19.
Here's Armouche high posting for the Broncos. Tries to find Acott on the cut, didn't see him. Dutrieve off to Acott in the corner, back out to Shaver. Shot clock is at 10. Shaver resets. Around the screen from Armouche. Shaver's open, just inside the three-point arc. The shot is in and out, no good, but a foul underneath. And it'll be against Bakersfield, I believe. Yep, it'll be on
Stith,
Sean Stith.
That is a battle inside.
It is.
Armouche, 6'10", 240. Stith, 6'8", 265.
Acott lobs it into Kejab. Kejab on a drive, shot partially blocked by number 22, McCall.
Just no movement for the Broncos on offense. It gets to one spot, and then it's just one-on-one, and everyone else is watching. There's no movement from the guards.
Leon Rice going to go to the bench for Degenhart. The next stoppage. McCall for Bakersfield, now off to Higgins. Williams has it, working on Dutrieve. Dish it off to McCall, baseline drive. Good defense from the Broncos. Shot clock at 2, and the shot is not off in time. Didn't go anyway. It was Edler Davis firing from the corner, but too late. Good defense.
Degenhard in for Kejab. Broncos still looking for their first points of this second half. Held scoreless 5 minutes and 20 seconds of the first half. Then going into 3 minutes here, 8 minutes and 20 seconds. The Broncos have been stuck on 19 points.
Acott off to Shaver. Degenhart has it. Here's Acott. Bounce pass down low. It's Armouche backing his man in, working on Stith. Kicks it out to Acott. Three-pointer on the way. Again, no good.
And again, a good look.
Yep.
Inside, outside, not a hand that was too high, challenging, and Broncos just couldn't get it to go.
At the other end, McCall had his shot partially blocked by Acott. Here comes Boise State. Dutrieve pulls for 3. No good. Got his own rebound and draws the foul.
A nice job following that shot. You finish your shot, and then you follow it to see if you can get the rebound. Dutrieve with a nice offensive rebound off his own miss, getting himself to the line. This will only be the second and third free throw attempt of the game for the Broncos.
Like you said, the shooter knows, right?
Sometimes you do, and it comes off your hand. Sometimes you know exactly where it's going to go. And that time, I think Dutrieve knew he left that one short, so he followed it right up.
Dutrieve just a 50% free throw shooter. Again, small sample size this early in the season. Missed the first one.
Broncos left 11 points on the board in that Ole Miss game. The defense allowed them to win that game, but they're going to need some offense here. 19 points still for the Broncos.
Dutrieve was honorable mention All Mountain West a year ago.
Make it 20 now for the Broncos,
Yep.
down 6, 26-20.
So the scoring skid is broken, but not the field goal skid. 26-20. Roadrunners of Bakersfield out in front of Boise State. There is Bakersfield with Higgins controlling the tempo of the game in the half court. Works around his man, double team, fires the shot up, partially blocked by Dutrieve. Broncos trying to run. Dutrieve trying to get something going in transition. And again, the Roadrunners get back in good shape defensively. Here's Dutrieve around a screen from Armouche. Shot on the way and good. Dutrieve knocks down about a 15-footer. That was desperately needed.
Maybe there's the hot hand for the Broncos. Dutrieve made a free throw, knocked down a jumper. 26-22 Bakersfield. Broncos, I guess you could call a 3-0 run a run in this game, but they're on a 3-0 run.
There's Williams for Bakersfield. He'll fire a three-point shot. That missed everything. Might have caught just a little bit of net, but it'll be Bronco ball when we come back after the timeout. 15:32 to play in the second half. It's Bakersfield 26, Boise State 22 on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield. And a proud partner of the Boise State Broncos. Whether you're watching Double R Vision at ExtraMile Arena or grilling a premium steak at home, we're proud to be a part of your game day experience. Broncos finally getting off the schneid a bit with the free throw and then the jumper from Devonair Dutrieve, and now we've got an offensive foul called on Boise State right in front of us here. Leon Rice, also in front of us here, doesn't really agree with that one. But it goes in the books as an offensive foul anyway, and it'll be Roadrunner basketball. The guard tandem of Higgins and Williams, 13 of the 26 points for the Roadrunners of Bakersfield. Dutrieve leads Boise State with 11. Here's Higgins, again with Acott at 6'8", guarding the 5'10" Higgins. Give it off to McCall. Here's Edler Davis from long range, and good. A three-point shot by the sixth-year senior, Edler Davis. 29-22, Bakersfield.
Bakersfield finding that range from three. They're not doing too bad from three-point. They're, well, really good, 43%, 3 of 7.
Degenhart thought about a three for Boise State, passed it up, no reset. Here's Dutrieve. To Armouche, back to Dutrieve. He'll fire the three, and it's off the iron, no good. Armouche got a hand on the rebound. Dutrieve again for three, and that one is good. Devonair Dutrieve, second time is the charm, and he's got 14 points on the night.
Chalker offensive rebound up for Mladen Armouche, kept that alive. Another three for Dutrieve. He's up to 14 points in the game, by far the leading scorer for the Broncos.
We talked about him earlier. He and Kijab certainly capable of going off on any given night. Just need a little more consistency. Dutrieve providing the spark tonight. Here's Stith, low posting against Armouche. Goes around him and lays it up and in. Might have hooked him a little bit, but got away with it.
That's a move Armouche usually does, spin to the baseline.
And at the other end, here's Shaver with a big head of steam, and he draws the foul on his way to the basket.
Stith for 6'8", 265. That was a quick spin to the baseline.
Fouls on Higgins. Got Milner and Kijab coming back in for Boise State. And Higgins leaving the game with just a little bit of a limp. He's been a spark plug, if you will, all 5'10" of him for Bakersfield. Not a shooting foul on the floor, so Broncos inbounded underneath the basket. Acott triggers. It's it into Dutrieve. See if they feed the hot hand. Acott backing in on his man. Acott finds Kijab for three. That's no good.
I'd like to see Acott shoot that. You got it about 6 feet away from the hoop. You got a smaller player on you in the paint. Just turn and shoot a little jumper.
Collum driving for the Bakersfield Roadrunners, fouled by Milner. Collum 6'8", 240, another big body in there. Coming off a career-high 12 points in their last game against Colorado College. There's never been a better time to get a great deal on a Ford truck or SUV at your Treasure Valley Ford stores. Ford, the official truck of the Broncos. Shooting foul. Collum will go to the line and miss the first.
Well, and in a game like this, you don't need to have a bunch of runs. You just need to have one run. You just need to have, that one of those 9-2, 12-4 runs to get yourself back in this and take the lead. But so far, I think the biggest run the Broncos have been on is a 3-0.
Started the game on a 3-0 run, then the next 7 points scored by Bakersfield, and we've been kind of back and forth ever since. Bakersfield got a nose out in front late in the first half, and they remain there, 32-25 after Collum makes the second free throw. Kuzmanovic back in for Boise State. Here's Milner off to Shaver. Kuzmanovic gave them a little bit of a spark in the first half. Here he is, firing from three from the corner. That's off the iron, no good. Milner had the rebound, but lost it. Tracked down by Collum for Bakersfield.
Broncos just can't get in the paint right now. Everything is just driving to that free throw line extended and then kicking out for threes. The Broncos with 22 attempts out of their 39 shots are from three.
Adler Davis off to Henson, driving on Kuzmanovic. Got around him, Kuzmanovic stripped it. Nice steal by Kuzmanovic. And here come the Broncos. Dutree with a head of steam. Off to Kuzmanovic. Three ball on the way. And again, no good. Rebounded by Milner, though, and the Broncos get another opportunity. The lob to Milner, and he is fouled.
I'd like to see a tough bucket inside. Something to get this crowd going. Three-pointers are good. I was a three-point shooter. I love shooting three-pointers. But a bucket inside, something tough. Take a hard shot, make a bucket, something inside, just to get the toughness going here.
I think the Broncos have one dunk in the entire game.
And that was a fast break. And I don't even know how many layups, maybe only one.
We'll check points in the paint here in a minute, see what that looks like. Here's Shaver on the drive, shut off. Good defense again. Now Shaver into the lane, no good. Rebound by Bakersfield. Sean Williams at 6'3" goes up to claim it. Got one blue shoe on his left foot and one yellow shoe on the right foot. Bakersfield in the blue uniforms with the yellow trim. Boise State in the home whites. Here's an open shot for McCall. Started to go up and almost traveled, but not quite. They lob it down low. Henson working on Shaver, and Shaver steps in and draws the charge.
I think that's going to be a charge on Smith from Bakersfield. He had the size advantage on Shaver, and when you take I'm not going to call it a flop, but when you take the bump on defense, you're taking a little bit of a gamble. If you don't get the call, it's going to be a wide open layup. If you get the call, it's a great play. That time Shaver got the call, ball to the Broncos. They are down 32-25 with 12 minutes left.
All right, Smith rather than Henson. Good job by Shaver to draw the foul. Here's Dutree for Boise State. Off to Kuzmanovic. Steps in inside the three-point arc, and there's a knockaway. Steal by McCall. Down the other way, lays it up, no good. And Max Rice pulls down the rebound for Boise State. Up ahead at his key jab all the way to the basket. Reverse layup is good, and he draws the foul.
There it is. There's a tough play. Turnover leading to a fast break, the foul and the bucket. 32-27. Key jab's going to go to the line after this timeout to try and make it a three-point play.
11:38 to play in the second half. 32-27 the score. Back with more from Extra Mile Arena in a moment on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield. Idaho Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to support Boise State Athletics. Visit IdahoFarmBureauInsurance.com and learn how you can become part of the Farm Bureau Insurance family. Idaho Farm Bureau Insurance, protecting what matters most.
Well, the Broncos are playing really good defense, and they're getting second chance points, and they're getting second chance opportunities. They're only shooting 23% in this half, but they have 13 attempts opposed to just 9 attempts for Cal State Bakersfield. Abu Kijab finishes the three-point play, makes that free throw. Broncos are down 32-28 with 11:30 left in the second half here.
Sean Williams with the ball for the Roadrunners. Give Milner a bit of an assist for providing a good blocking away to give Kijab the opportunity to get that basket at the other end. There is Stith for Bakersfield, blocked by Armouche, who pulls down the rebound.
McCall inside tried to finish, but Armouche too big and rips down that board.
Kuzmanovic on the drive for Boise State. Nice bounce pass to Armouche, who couldn't handle it. McCall with the ball for Bakersfield. Points in the paint, Broncos with 9, or check it with 8. Each team has 8. Williams, watched by Kijab. Left-hand dribble. Three-point shot on the way from Williams, no good. Crashing the boards is Kuzmanovic. Nice board there, and then a foul called against Bakersfield. Kuzmanovic, really a lot of effort and heart for Boise State.
Well, nice defensive rebounds. It was about the last 10 minutes of that first half where Bakersfield started getting some offensive rebounds and got that lead. Broncos are doing a nice job on the defensive boards. One miss, and they're done. And that is the 17th foul on Bakersfield. They're going to send Pavle Kuzmanovic to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. And here's where you can make some headway.
Yep.
You get to the line, you knock down your free throws, you can start chipping into this lead.
Not sure we even got into the bonus in the first half for either team. We're still 10:34 to play, second half.
And for Collin, that's his 4th personal foul. We might not see him till just a few minutes left in the game. There's 10:34 left, and he picked up his fourth.
Kuzmanovic makes the first with zero sugar, and now even more delicious is the new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, the best Coke ever. Grab one at the concession stand and find out for yourself. Kuzmanovic makes both, and the Broncos are 5 of 6 from three-point range. Kuzmanovic gets a pat on the back from Leon Rice as he checks out of the game, and the lead is 2 for Bakersfield.
You can feel the tide starting to turn a little bit. The Broncos defense is getting stops, and now they're also getting buckets.
Panopio back in for Bakersfield, and now here's Higgins. Again, watch by Acott. Higgins goes around Acott, pulls up, jumper on the way, no good. 2 Broncos there for the rebound. Kijab and Armouche. Here's Kijab quickly the other way. Acott off to Kijab, driving on the right side. Skip pass over here to Dutrieve, who stepped on the out-of-bounds line.
Dutrieve has the habit of doing that. He got called for that twice against Old Miss in their last game in Charleston, where he's in the corner, catches it, shot fakes, and his first step is backwards on that out-of-bounds line.
And the Broncos with full court pressure now. Not too much trouble breaking it for Bakersfield. There's Higgins working around a screen. Another screen, this one from Stith. He rejects that screen. Gives it off to Smith. Shot clock below 10. McCall, baseline, rises up for the jumper, hits the side of the backboard, and bounces out to half court. 2 on the shot clock. It'll be Boise State basketball anyway.
Oh, and there we go, a high challenge shot. That was a very difficult shot from McCall for Bakersfield. And then again, the Broncos getting that rebound. They knocked it off of Bakersfield. Now they have a chance to tie or take the lead if they hit a 3.
Kijab will inbound it right in front of us.
Bakersfield's done a nice job on Acott, the leading scorer for Boise State coming into this game, and he's just 1 of 4. Only 4 attempts for your leading scorer and 2 points. You got to give credit to Bakersfield.
And Armouche has yet to score for Boise State. Here's Acott. Max Rice back in the game for Boise State. Acott. Dutrieve. Shot clock at 8. Dutrieve working around Higgins. Jumper on the way. In and out. Armouche with a good solid rebound for Boise State, but he will be called for a foul. I don't know about that one.
There's been a lot of contact in the paint, and you show the replay, and I'll agree with that. It was 2 hands in the back. 2 hands in the back from Armouche. They got him for the foul.
Again, full court from Boise State. It's been kind of token pressure, not necessarily trying to turn them over. Into the front court come the Roadrunners. Ball loose on the floor. Shot up and in for Bakersfield. I believe it's Stith.
Stith inside, just a big body. Just bodied Kijab right out of there, get to the rim.
So it's 34-30, Bakersfield out in front of the Broncos. Kijab with the ball for, or rather it's Dutrieve. Now off to Acott, back to Dutrieve. Armouche trying to post. Stith has done an excellent job on him. Kijab drives in, lays it up with the left hand, and the Broncos again down by 2.
Nice move by Kijab, and that's some good offense. The ball changed hands a few times before a drive to the hoop. If it just gets past once, the defense has a chance to set up. Kijab with a nice drive.
And if you're just joining us, the Broncos went stone cold at the end of the first half. They went the final 5-20 without scoring, and then the first 3 minutes of the second half. So, as Abe has been pointing out, good defense is why they're still in the game. Good defense there by Max Rice. Ball is on the floor. Shot clock expires. Nope, they got it off. And
I don't know if they did.
The follow is good by McCall, and they're going to count it. It's a 2-point basket for the Roadrunners, but Leon Rice upset, and I think he has good reason to be.
By the looks of it, I did not think they got it off on the live play.
Kijab for 3, no good. Armouche with a rebound, put back up and good, and a foul.
They're going to get Stith on the foul, and Armouche, he hasn't scored a lot, but he's been a beast on the boards.
And that will take us to the under 8 timeout. It's 36-34 in favor of the Roadrunners of Bakersfield. Boise State trying to claw their way back into this. See if they can do it when we come back in a moment on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield. And a close, hotly contested game here at ExtraMile Arena. Dave Harbison and Abe Jackson calling it for you. What if you quit smoking or vaping today? You can quit, and we can help. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or visit projectfilter.org. Armouche going to the free throw line trying to complete the three-point play. It was a play at the other end of the floor that's somewhat controversial.
Yeah, it looked like from the naked eye he did not get the shot off, but unfortunately they didn't call it, and also unfortunately it was an immediate tip-in from Bakersfield, so there's nothing that they can review on that. But a nice offensive rebound by Armouche on this end. He got the bucket and the foul, and it looks like he missed the free throw, but they're going to call a lane violation. And Armouche gets one or two of those a year. He has a little bit of a herky-jerk free throw where he puts it up to his face. It looks like he's going to shoot, but then he doesn't. And he does the same thing every time.
52% free throw shooter. That play at the other end, Max Rice did a really good job scrapping, getting down on the floor. The ball came loose. Bakersfield shot a three-pointer. We thought it was after the shot clock had expired, but the follow basket by Bakersfield was good. Armouche free throw bounces on the rim about 3 times and then falls out. So the Broncos still down by 2, 36-34.
Williams bringing the ball up. Acott hounding him, that plays point on offense and on defense.
That's a good point. That you wouldn't necessarily expect that out of a guy that's 6'8", but he does a good job of it. Here's Edler Davis now with shot clock at 10. Cutting to the basket, Edler Davis. Shot clock winding down again. Here is the shot up by McCall. Beat the buzzer, no good, but be a fresh 20 for Bakersfield as they get another offensive rebound.
Boy, just a wild possession there. Almost a shot clock violation, but it did graze the rim.
7 offensive rebounds in the game. Here's a step back 3 by Williams, no good. Kijab boards it for Boise State.
Another chance for the Broncos to tie or take the lead, down 2, 36-34.
Armouche, Acott, back to Armouche. Got position down low, drives in. Shot is rejected, blocked by number 2, Travis Henson. Boise State just can't quite get over the hump and tie or take the lead. They've had several opportunities. Henson dishes it off to number 15, who's into the game for the first time. That's Brian Washington. Edler Davis off to Washington. Backing in on Armouche. Shot clock at 5. McCall on the drive. Dutrieve might have fouled him. They're going to call it a foul anyway. The Roadrunners continue to take the shot clock right down below 5 on most of their half-court possessions.
All the way down. They've had some last-second shots on the shot clock, and that one is the same. There was about 3 seconds left, and they called Dutrieve for the foul.
Justin McCall at the free throw line missed the first one. 6'6" senior. He's the only player on their roster, a hometown kid out of Bakersfield. St. Luke's and Boise State are proud to be blue. Together we're partners in healthcare education, research, and community health. Learn more at stlukesonline.org. Second one away with the left hand from McCall, well short, rebounded by the Broncos. Here we go again, another opportunity to tie or take the lead. Armouche with the ball at the high post. He's dribbling it there off to Kijab. Kijab on the drive. Dish out to Dutrieve on the wing. Back to Kijab. Broncos shot clock down to 10. Kijab backing his man in. Turns around, puts it up, no good. Tipped by Armouche, but out to the Roadrunners. They'll get another possession. And again, the Broncos can't quite tie the game.
They've had 3 possessions here to where they could tie or take the lead and have come up empty-handed 3 times in a row.
But they continue to dig down defensively to get stops at the other end. Here's McCall, almost knocked away by Smith. Loose ball on the floor again. Back out to Higgins. Higgins works around a screen, drives in on Armouche. Armouche blocked that shot, and Acott comes away with a rebound.
4th time's the charm, right? Another chance to take the lead, and they turn it over. 0 for 4 when they have the ball to try and tie or take the lead.
Acott trying to find a slashing Abu Kijab, and it's taken away by Higgins with good hands. 5 minutes to go in the game. Broncos down 36-34. Continue to get the job done at the defensive end. The offensive end has been a struggle. This is Henson. Shot clock at 5 again. And taken away. Steal by Smith. Up to Kijab. Rather, it's Dutrieve taking it to the basket. Missed the shot, but draws the foul. He'll go to the free throw line to try and tie it up for Boise State.
And the defense has continually kept the Broncos in the game when the offense has struggled. It's been stops and turnovers created by this Boise State defense. That one leads to Dutrieve. Fast break, gets fouled, going to the line. Let's see if they can tie it now, not with a field goal, but with a couple free throws from Devonair Dutrieve. He's looking for his 15th and 16th point.
Broncos just 25% from the floor, 12 of 48, and 21% from three. Bakersfield 35% from the floor in the game. Dutrieve's first free throw is no good.
The Broncos now 5 of 8 from the free throw line, and when you're talking about a 2-point game with 4:40 left, every single point matters. Broncos on a 3:03 scoring drought, Bakersfield on a 3:19 scoring drought.
Dutrieve missed both, but Smith rebounds it for Boise State. Out to Dutrieve for the three, no good, and here is Bakersfield with another possession.
We've just been here, well, for over 3 minutes, 36-34 Bakersfield.
Broncos just stone cold, can't even buy it from the free throw line right now. Washington with it at top of the key for Bakersfield. Give it back off to Edler Davis. He drives on key jab, taken away by Acott, but no fast break opportunity there. Here's Acott. Dish it off. Dutrieve for three. No good.
This is pretty crazy. It's been 6 or 7 possessions.
And a steal.
Dutrieve gets a steal. He's inside.
And the shot up, no good, but he draws the foul. Dutrieve has been the spark plug for Boise State really all night long. He said he's got 15 points. Broncos only have 36 on the game, but right there it's a big defensive play. When we come back, we'll see if he can tie things up at the free throw line. 3:59 to play, 36-34 Bakersfield out in front. This is the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield. Points have been hard to come by in this one tonight. 36-34, Broncos trailing Bakersfield, under 4 to play in the game. Cintas delivers everything you need, from servicing fire extinguishers and first aid cabinets to stocking restroom supplies and managing uniform and apparel solutions. In fact, over 1 million customers rely on Cintas every day. Get Cintas and get ready for the workday.
Well, the Broncos 24% in the game, 12 out of 50, 19% from 3, 5 out of 26. 5 out of 9, 6 out of 10 from the line as Dutrieve makes his first one. Broncos down 1, 36-35.
Broncos averaging 65.8 points per game on the season, but they've had a tough go of it tonight. Second free throw, no good. Broncos still trailing in the game, and there seems to be some discussion or disagreement on whose ball that is off the loose ball, but they're going to give it to Bakersfield.
The Broncos in a press right now, a full deny.
And knocked away by Kejab. It'll stay Roadrunner ball.
The Broncos picking up that pressure. We've seen some faux pressure throughout the game, but
this is the real thing.
Full court pressure right now. Trapped by Acott and Smith.
Yep. Armouche, the only defender on the other side of the floor. Bakersfield about to break it. They just get it across the timeline. Here's Higgins, well, again watched by Acott. It's been a fun battle to watch all night. Higgins with the ball on a string. Again, they work the shot clock down. It's at 10. There's an alley-oop lob, but knocked away by Smith for Boise State.
Nice help side by Abu Kejab, coming off of his man to get that lob. Now the Broncos another chance to take the lead with a bucket.
Broncos down by 1. Here's Kejab. Trying to find some space. It's not there. Gives it off to Armouche. Kejab gets it back off the screen. Kejab on a drive, and the shot is blocked, but we'll have a whistle and a foul against Bakersfield.
The Broncos just creating opportunities, still looking for a field goal. 0 out of their last 4, no field goals in the last 4:30, but they're getting to the line. Dutrieve went 1 out of 2 to pull the Broncos within 1. Kejab now with 2 to try and get the Broncos their first lead of this second half.
Pizza Hut is a proud supporter of Boise State basketball. Earn free pizza fast with Hut Rewards. Visit pizzahut.com for more information and to sign up today. Kejab knocks down the free throw, and for the first time in a long time, we are even, 36-36.
You'd think there was 3:14 left in the first half, 36-36, but 3:14 left in the game.
Second one rattles and does not go, and it'll belong to the Roadrunners.
That's 2 calls in a row that Coach Rice, the bench, and the fans are not happy with, saying that it went out on the Broncos.
Again, full court pressure from Boise State. This time they'll fall back out of it. Higgins into the front court for the Roadrunners. Watched by Acott again. Shakes Acott momentarily, dishes into the corner, and then gets it back in the shot clock already, down to 10. Acott staying right with the lightning quick point guard. Higgins pulls up and knocks down about a 16-footer just beyond the free throw line.
When that stopped the scoring drought at 4 minutes and 47 seconds for Bakersfield as they take a 2-point lead, 38-36.
And good defense by Boise State, just a tough shot and a good shot by Higgins. Here's Kejab at the other end, lob it into Acott, trying to back in on his man. Skip pass over here to Kejab. Shot clock at 10 for Boise State. Kejab drives in, pull up, shot no good. Smith has the rebound though, puts it up, it rattles out.
Broncos cannot buy a field goal. No field goals in the last 5 minutes and 31 seconds, and they've missed their last 6.
38-36, Broncos down as we head down to 2 minutes to play in the game. Higgins with the basketball for the Roadrunners. Working around the screen. He's got Armouche now in a bit of a mismatch. Walks it down to 5 on the shot clock and goes around Armouche, pulls up for the jumper again and knocks it down again. 4-point lead for Bakersfield over Boise State. Kejab for the Broncos, and Leon Rice wants to talk things over.
This is so similar to the Irvine game.
Yep. Full timeout here, 1:39 to play in the contest. Bakersfield leading Boise State 40-36. The stretch drive when we come back in a moment on the Coca-Cola Bronco Radio Network from Learfield. Broncos with some work to do if they are going to extend their winning streak to 3 in a row, trailing Bakersfield 40-36, 1:39 to play here in the second half. Yeah, the Broncos have showed a lot of pressure, but they've got some fouls to give as we head down the stretch too.
Yeah, they do, and you need buckets now. You do. Bakersfield's taking the shot clock down to under 5 almost every single time, and 1:38 left. You're only going to get a couple more possessions.
Acott with the ball for Boise State. Here's Dutrieve. Off to Kejab. Down low, trying to feed the post with Armouche, and just a little bit of a angle that went awry.
It's a tough entry pass. If a post up is on the block and you are at higher out by the three-point line, at the top of the three-point line, that is a tough entry pass. It's much easier if you swing it closer to the baseline and they throw it in. But just a killer turnover for the Broncos.
The angle was a problem. Broncos with pressure, and not quite down into that area where you start to foul, or are we? Because they have the fouls to give. I don't know. Kejab was clearly not intending to foul, but it got called in the backcourt. Might end up working to the Broncos' advantage, though.
It could if you get to the bonus a little bit quicker.
Yep. Edler Davis back into the game for Bakersfield now. Full court pressure. Smith in for Bakersfield, gets it in. Pinopio into the front court now. Almost lost track of the ball, and nope, another foul on Boise State.
Foul on Kejab for a push
Oof.
onto the sidelines, and Coach Rice is just about to lose his mind right now on some of the calls that they're getting.
6 team fouls now on Boise State, 10 against Bakersfield. There's Higgins off the inbound pass. See if they milk some clock here. There's a double team off to Smith on the drive. And another foul against Boise State.
And that's going to go on Kejab as well. It's going to be his third, and that's 3 fouls in the last.
That should be 7 team fouls, so we shoot 1 and 1.
25 seconds. So now the Broncos need some. You need some free throw misses. If Bakersfield can knock down all their free throws, they very much could come out of here with a win.
They're a 62.7 free throw shooting team on the season.
3 of 8 in this game, 38%.
Smith goes to the free throw line. He's 66% from the free throw line on the season. Again, small sample size. First one is good. Makes the front end of the 1 and 1.
Bounce right off the front rim and in.
1:11 to play. Broncos down 5. Second free throw short off the front rim. Rebounded by Dutrieve. Here come the Broncos. Dutrieve in a hurry. Dishes to Kejab. 3 on the way, and it's no good. Rebound, Bakersfield. Broncos just can't buy one.
And I think he starts fouling now, and as Acott reaches in, and he does foul with 57 seconds left and down 5. Broncos need some misses. As the Broncos still ice cold from 3, 5 out of 27 for 19%. And in this second half, 1 out of 12 for 8% from behind the arc.
That'll send Higgins to the line, and the bad news is he's an 83% free throw shooter, their primary ball handler.
This is so reminiscent of the Irvine game, where it was only a stretch of about a minute and a half in that game where someone knocked down 2 or 3 shots, and then it was just too much for the Broncos to overcome. Same thing in this game.
Higgins makes the first.
And Higgins was the one who made the 2 jumpers. He made 2 jumpers to stretch it to a 2-possession lead.
Yep. Broncos got the 2 free throws, one from Dutrieve and then one from Kejab to draw even at 36. And it's been all Bakersfield since. We're at 42-36. Higgins' second free throw, no good. 42-36. Yep. They got into the front court for Boise State. He pulls for 3, and that is high off the iron, no good. Rebound, Armouche. Out to Shaver for 3, no good. Rebound fought for and controlled by Bakersfield, and now a foul on Dutrieve. A couple of good looks.
Can't ask for better looks. Acott, your leading 3-point shooter. He had a good look, missed. And this is how the game started. There was 3 wide open looks from 3 for the Broncos. 2 from Kejab. I can't remember who maybe Dutrieve.
But I think it was Dutrieve.
And they couldn't knock him down as Bakersfield makes that free throw.
Smith knocks that one down. Broncos 5 of 29 from 3-point range.
Oh, in the second half, 1 of 14, 7%. Well, and here's the thing. The Broncos are 1 out of their last 11 field goals.
Yeah, they've been stuck on 36 for a while. Smith makes both free throws for Bakersfield, and it's 44-36, an 8-point game, 37 seconds to go. Acott off to Degenhart. He'll fire it. Banks it, no good. Rebound controlled by Boise State. Here's Acott, step back 3, and that one is good. Acott with the 3-pointer. It's a Mountain America 3-pointer. Mountain America Credit Union guiding you forward.
No, still some time. That was a big shot. Takes it down to 5. But you need misses from the line. You can go for a steal right off the bat, and if you don't get it foul, you don't have time to trap with 25 seconds left, because they can take pretty much the entire. They can take 10-second violation and down to 15 seconds in the game, but it's going to come down to missed free throws. Bakersfield has to miss some free throws for the Broncos to have a chance.
Well, if you have a choice, you don't want to foul Higgins.
Yeah, and I don't know if we're to that point. I think that if whoever gets the ball, you go for a quick steal, and if they break it or if they come out of your trap, you got to foul right away, and the refs are going to be quick on their whistle as well.
Edler Davis, also a good free throw shooter at 87% for Bakersfield. Acott just 5 points on the night for the Broncos' leading scorer, came in averaging 13.8 points per game.
Well, and no one for the Broncos even close to 50% shooting. We got a 5 of 14, 3 of 12, 2 of 6, 0 of 4, 1 of 5, 0 of 7.
Bakersfield to inbound the ball. Good defense by the Broncos. They trap and go for the steal, trying to get the tie-up. Don't get the call there. Edler Davis, and they're into the Bronco front court, and it's laid up and in by number 13, Dinapio.
Close to a turnover. The Broncos almost got a jump ball.
Here's Acott, yeah, and the refs were not quick with the whistle there. 3-point shot by Boise State, no good. Dutrieve couldn't get it to fall, and we are down to 4.8 seconds, and the clock continues to run, and that is going to do it. Broncos fall to Bakersfield in the day after Thanksgiving game, 46-39. Stick around.